Hi, it's Bethy, and this is my yearly video where I basically share all the beautiful and meaningful moments from the year. This is my third year in a row making this video, and I hope to keep doing it because it's really nice to look back on, and I really enjoy making it. Just a warning that I am going to be discussing grief and losing family members in this. 2023 got off to a good start. It was an insanely rainy and stormy winter here. We actually had record-breaking weather and it was actually pretty crazy. But the rain, funnily enough, actually helps my mental health just because I love rain so much. So I'm really glad that all the rain we had last year didn't make me sad. I live next to a cattle ranch, and in January the cows moved into the field for the season. For the first time, the cows that were moved in the field right next door were actually pregnant. So I got to see lots and lots of calves, and I actually saw one be born, which was actually honestly kind of cool, which people may think that's weird, but I don't know. It was kind of cool. I also got to hear lots and lots of angry moos, which, to be fair, I wouldn't want to give birth in the pouring rain, so I can't exactly fault them for that, but it is a little bit annoying when it's literally 1 a.m. and they're screaming in their little cow moos. I also heard lots of baby moos when a baby couldn't find its mom, and what I think often sounded like an annoyed moo in response. I guess all species can get annoyed with their children. I honestly really had no idea how loud cows could be until last year. And they also make some of the weirdest sounds. I honestly had no idea. It was kind of annoying. Sometimes they will get separated from their baby and they'll be screaming for 30 minutes. No matter how annoying the moos could get, I loved to look out and be able to see the baby cows all the time. They're just so cute, and it's also really cute when they play because they'll play with each other, like dogs, kind of, I guess. It's very, very cute. Unfortunately, this year, we actually haven't had any cows in the pasture next door, which I'm kind of sad about because I want to see more baby cows. And we also actually had a coyote give birth to puppies in the field next door, which was actually really cute. They were only there for a few days because she moved them all somewhere else, probably just because there were too many cows. She didn't want them getting stepped on or bothered by curious baby cows. It was really cute seeing all the puppies. I'd never seen coyote puppies before, so that was honestly pretty cool. In between storms, we got some absolutely beautiful California winter days where it's sunny and beautiful and the sky is blue and the clouds are fluffy and it's between like 50 or 60 degrees. Everything's green and beautiful. Luna spends all day in the yard unless it's summer and it's too hot, or if it's rainy, because Luna hates the rain. So when it rains, she doesn't spend the same amount of time out in the yard like she does normally, which normally isn't a problem here because we usually don't get much rain, but in 2023 we got a lot of rain. So she was not happy about all the rain last year. I normally walk Luna as much as I can, so on the days when it wasn't raining, I loved walking Luna and getting both of us fresh air and sunshine, and it's always great to see nature, especially all the birds. The ducks and swans were very, very happy about the amount of rain we got. We also got lots of thunderstorms and some crazy just wind and rainstorms, where the wind and rain were so crazy I actually had to sleep with headphones on because the rain was pouring and the wind was so strong. It was blowing the rain into the side of the house and it was so loud. The rainy weather continued into spring, and spring was actually quite cooler than I'm used to. I enjoyed having cooler weather, and it was very pleasant. And I actually wore sweaters until the end of April. I don't think I've ever done that before. I continued to watch the calves grow up next door, and the weather began to get warmer, and the rain eventually went away. I was finally able to spend time outside again in the yard in sunshine. After such a rainy winter, it was really, really nice. And I loved spending time outside listening to music and reading and with my family and my dogs, and I loved being able to walk Luna and being able to walk my dogs again in the sunshine. Luna has car anxiety, so when we travel, we give her medicine so that she sleeps on the way there. That's why she looks like that. In mid-July, my family went on our annual trip to Oregon. I've been going there my entire life, and my mom has been going since she was a kid. The cabin is about 100 years old, give or take, and it has no Wi-Fi, no AC, or heat, and only had indoor plumbing installed when I was like 6 or 7. So it's definitely not what the majority of people think when you say lake house or honestly even cabin on a lake. My grandmother and her siblings are the ones that originally bought it. They bought it to share between them. It's been passed down on my mother's side, and now it's shared between my mom's extended family. It's not fancy, but it has a very special place in my heart from all the memories I've made there over the 23 years I've gone, and I have so many memories from when I was a little kid. It was the highlight of my summer when I was little to be able to go up there. There's something special about being there that I honestly really can't put into words. I love being there. The sounds of the lake, of the small waves crashing on the shore, the sound that the wind makes through the trees, the smell of the pine needles, the sunsets, the way the dock moves when you're on it, and how after being on the dock all day, when you go to bed, you can sometimes still feel like you're on the dock. I love the way the sun shines through the trees and through the pine needles. The crow screaming outside my window at 5 a.m., the spiders that are everywhere, the mouse that was watching me take a shower one time. Yes, that did happen. I may not love those last three things. No one loves going to the cabin as much as Chelsea and Sky. Both of them have been going up there since they were puppies. They will swim all day long if you let them. Luna doesn't love the water, but she loves to watch from the dock and chase Chelsea. She also loves getting lots of walks while we're up there and watching and just relaxing on the dock and watching the world go by. At the end of the time there, we always end up with very tired dogs. I don't have many videos from June to August besides my annual trip to Oregon because it was just so insanely hot by the time summer finally came around. I really wasn't able to do much of anything because my body is so sensitive to heat, so I have to be careful that I don't get overheated. I have to be careful when I'm in the sun, even when it's not summer, because I'm really pale and I'm on medications that make me super sensitive to the sun. In the summer, I have to be extra careful and bathe myself in sunscreen every 2 seconds. So I spent most of the summer months in darkness with 5 fans blowing on me. I decided to go back to community college in the fall. I'm autistic and I actually haven't been in school for a few years. I was hoping to go in person, but decided that online school was the best option for me. I took a sewing class online and absolutely loved it so much. I'm hoping to continue taking classes and to go into tailoring. I spent the months between August and October outside or swimming, sewing, journaling, working on schoolwork, or walking my dogs. California summer often lasts until the middle or end of October, so the weather was still very hot. And now we get to October. The last few months of 2023 were hard for my family and for me. We've actually had a difficult few years with sickness and death, losing both of my grandpas on both sides of my family to cancer, one in 2019 and then the other in 2021. I don't have many videos from here on out, which is for a few reasons. One being that I've gotten sick a million times since September, and another being the death of my aunt. In the vlog I uploaded in May, I said we had to go home early because of a family emergency, but that everyone was fine. Well, unfortunately, that turned out to actually not be the case. We just didn't know it yet. I'm not going to get into the details, but in May, my aunt had to go to the ER. The ER said she seemed fine, but to schedule a follow-up appointment. But unfortunately, she had been laid off from her job that month, and so by the end of the month, she had lost her health insurance. The ER visit left her with a $400 bill with insurance, so she ended up just never making the follow-up appointment. In October, she ended up in the hospital again, and she never left the hospital. Her death was quite unexpected. She was only 64, which I think is still pretty young. When I was growing up, I thought my aunt was the coolest person in the whole world. She was always dressed so cute and always had the coolest high heel shoes that I would always try to walk in when I was little. She was actually the person who first called me Bethy. She was such a unique person. I miss her. I don't have many videos from October to December due to the combination of being busy and processing my grief. I spent a lot of time walking Luna because it finally wasn't a million degrees anymore. I watched birds migrate, lots of sunsets, and the leaves change. It was strangely comforting to see the world continue to go on as usual. In October, I also spent a lot of time sewing, both for class and for my Halloween costume. In November, I started learning how to crochet, which I love doing. From November to December, I spent a lot of time baking, sewing, and crocheting. We're having another rainy winter, so I spent a lot of time indoors. In December, I baked about 1,000,000 cookies, drank way too many candy cane cold brews from Dutch Bros, baked bread, sewed my final project for class, went Christmas shopping, and taught myself how to crochet stuffed animals to give to my friends and family for Christmas. The first Christmas without my aunt was hard, but I still enjoyed it. And that brings 2023 to a close. Losing my aunt was hard, but that doesn't take away all the good things that happened. I have no idea what 2024 will be like. I guess, like everyone else, I have to wait and see. Sorry if my voice changed like halfway through this. I have a cold, and it's making my voice sound really weird. Thanks for watching. If you want, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to, follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And that's about it. Bye!